Want to get me a picture with Bowser?
In 2014, when Hunter was 2.5, he was diagnosed with HLH. In 2011, I found out that I was pregnant with my first child.
Pregnancy went well, birth, everything was normal, and in the end we had a 7-pound healthy baby boy.
He was 2.5. He got a fever on a Friday. My mom came over, we were watching Frozen, and she's like, he's getting kind of warm. I gave him some Tylenol and Advil and put him to bed because kids get sick. The next morning, the fever wasn't gone. Like it was getting higher and higher, and he was becoming more and more not himself.
So the doctors didn't like his labs, his blood work, so he also hadn't eaten or drinking all day. So they wanted to admit him, run labs again in the morning, and also get him on an IV to get some fluids and stuff inside of him. Our doctor here, Dr. Bruni, at the time, contacted a colleague in London because she really didn't know what to make of the blood work. The blood work wasn't adding up and it didn't make sense. So she knew something was wrong, she just didn't know what was wrong.
Ferritin measures the level of inflammation in your body. Normal should be less than 300 for a full-grown person. So coming back at 10,000 is extremely high. So immediately after that, Dr. Bruni came back in and said, we've already called a plane. And they told us, you're going to London now.
Honestly, just like I have now going back through it, you can feel your gut just kind of drop and you don't know how to react and you feel like you're gonna break down, like you don't know what to think.
Dad and Hunter took an ambulance to the airport and the Air Orange plane directly to London Airport, and then an ambulance right to the hospital.
The Air Orange pilot actually had just finished a flight and was actually supposed to be done, and they stressed to him how important it was for this kid to get to London. So we took a break and took him there, and knowing now that if he didn't do that, he wouldn't have made it.
It was about 11 a.m. and I get a phone call from a nurse saying, you need to come. She said, we're gonna keep him on life support as long as we can, but by the time you get here, he might be already gone. So you need to hurry up and come and say goodbye, but be prepared to say goodbye. About 8 hours later, I got to the hospital. The first 5 days were the scariest.
5 days, yeah.
He had 3-on-1 nursing, so they have the same nurses for the same kids as long as they're in the PCCU, so you get to know the same nurses, so you trust them.
The one time when he started throwing up blood, the respiratory therapist was just happening to be there to check something. Within seconds, had him flipped over this, that, and had him not choking on blood instantly. And you just get that feeling that you're in the right spot.
They did everything they could. And finally on the 5th day, they were finally like, there's a lot of improvements. The nurses and the other people that work in the PCC, they came to see us after when Hunter was talking, and they'd come in and dance with him for a bit and high five, and and one girl said, she's like, we had grief counseling ready for you. We did not think he was gonna make it. So after about 2 weeks in the PCCU, the nurses were he is getting better, but he hasn't moved in 2 weeks. So physiotherapy came in pretty much every day. She was so nice. She always, would come in and happy and cheery, and he not only recovered, but it was speed healing. Things that should have took months to heal, days. Hunter remembers the mascot, the bear. He loves that guy. He remembers him coming in and giving him high fives. Ollie the clown also came up quite a few times and would draw. It's a lot of fun things for Hunter. We were originally told Hunter would be admitted to the hospital throughout Christmas, and we were home in September 2nd. We came home.
Yeah, he improved that quickly. Life-changing, honestly. There's nothing else, no other way to put it.
Hunter is a good time. He loves photos. I mean, you can tell he's photogenic. He can't take a bad photo. I've tried.
I'm 6 and it's my birthday today.
He knows he was very sick. I've showed him some pictures, and he sometimes is like, that's not me, you know. And I'm like, no, that was you. You know, you were very, very sick. Like, you almost died. He said, but he's like, Mommy, he's like, if I died, you would miss me too much. I'm like, of course, buddy. Thanks to the staff at Children's Hospital at London Health Sciences Centre, Hunter's given a second chance at life.
Thank you, Walmart, for helping kids like me.